Hey guys, Porkchopper here, and today I'm going to tackle the topic of the new hero Aurora, and see is she really overpowered or too strong, whatever wording you prefer. Let me know in the comments below what you think of her and how she should be changed, but anyway, let's jump into it. To understand right now on Monolith what is very strong, we have to look at the current meta. The time to kill is very high, roughly 4 to 5 seconds even in the early game. This is a big change from what the Legacy was with the tank meta. When people die very quickly, you would presume skill and aim and map awareness would be key to get the first hit and grab a kill. And that sometimes is the case, however with a high kill time also comes crowd control, which I will refer to as CC. CC is an ability that can slow, root, stun, knock up an enemy leaving them vulnerable for a short or long period of time where they are easy pickings. If you combine that and a very quick time to kill, you have this meta, but more a problem. So add in a hero like Aurora that does two things which are very needed on Monolith, the best CC abilities in the game and have high mobility to traverse the map quickly and without taking it too far, but abilities that don't require much skill at all. When people call her too strong, they mostly refer to her ultimate, being near impossible to escape, does have an insane amount of CC and can combo with a full frost to have enemies stand still for a good 3 to 4 seconds while she can hit away with her basic attack, not even considering the other enemy teammates right behind her. People want this to change, and for me the biggest problem, even though it needs a general nerf, is it takes no skill to use and doesn't really have a counter. I mean yes, an 8 card point card like Purify Sensor can do it really well, but do you really want to waste that much card points just to counter its single hero ability? Doesn't that just show how much of a problem it is, right? Let's use Steel and Gideon as an example. Steel, many can agree, also has crazy CC and can combo his abilities just like Aurora can. He can shield slam and then add the bull rush in afterwards, keeping people still for a few good seconds while dealing decent damage. The thing, even though people think it's very strong, you at least have to 1. Aim it and 2. Get close enough to the enemy. You know by now if everyone is in the mid lane and the Steel is walking straight forward to split up, so the Steel can't ultimate everyone, so they have to be more sneakier. Hide around a corner and wait for the right moment, aim it, and your team should be able to do the rest. Yes, I know it's not the most skillful ability by a long way, I just wanted to compare it to the fact that it takes a bit of skill and timing and people still think it's too strong, and on the other hand Aurora pretty much does the same thing but has high mobility, so doesn't get punished for being out of position and doesn't have to aim her ultimate. When Aurora uses her ult, she spins around for a second. This is the only indication you get that she is using her ult, and by then it's already too late. I would change it so it would at least have to aim the ultimate or become very vulnerable while using it, like Gideon. Yes, Gideon's ultimate is one of the best in the game, but you have to time it just right. It's a second initiator after all. When being used, you're in the centre of the ult and easy pickings. Any stun or some knockup like Harry's landmines can stun you out of it, so you have to time it when those abilities have been used. Even the radius of the black hole is a bit smaller than the basic attack range, so if a carry is clever they'll just go outside the range and pretty much instant kill that Gideon. The reason why the ultimate takes a lot more skill than people think to really pull off and win a team fight. I feel the same philosophy should be done for Aurora. When she starts her ultimate, the spinning animation stays for a bit longer, keeping her in the middle and can be focused down or stand out of. If not, the slow effect that already happens when she is using the ult keeps them within the radius. Then after a second or two, anyone left within that radius will get that frozen stun, however there won't be any silly change in damage afterwards. That is just crazy in my opinion. That's just for her ultimate. People still think she can escape too many ultimates or skills, like her Frozen Solacrum can jump over Decker's wall and jump up to the gold buff, and her Glacial Charge has the biggest distance pushed with any sort of ability like that. Another example I want to throw at you is Aurora mostly plays in the off lane, and when she hits level 5 as a carry there's not much you can really do. When Greystone hits level 5, yes he can be more aggressive and you have to play safer, but Aurora, oh no. You can't get within 2,000 units of her, but still somehow you have to farm. She glacial charges right up to you, ults, and then 4 frosts to your frozen body for twice the stun duration while hitting you with basic attacks non-stop, pretty much a certain death. It feels cheap and unrewarding. But let's talk how to build her, because she is so well equipped. Her low mana usage with abilities and decent health pool means 90% of the deck can focus on pure damage. I mean, people are using crit on her, which is quite shameful how effective it works, unfortunately. If they make her a more mana hungry hero and weaker health, people would have to build a lot more than just power, even adding more to cooldown counters, so they may have to grab a cooldown reduction card as well. I feel these are the two biggest problems with her, the ult and her scaling so people can focus on pure damage. But it's just a summary of the meta we are in. CC wins games simple. Every time in a draft I see how much CC a team has, the one with more is already at a big advantage. I mean, I feel some of the worst combos I feel is Deca and Rampage, one stun then you get another. It feels so cheap, but that's for another video talking about the overall meta and what I would do to change it. But thank you very much for watching guys, and let me know what you think of Aurora, and subscribe for plenty more Paragon videos, and I'll see you next time.